When I was 17 years old, my family and I traveled to Hawaii for a family vacation. This trip to Hawaii was filled with the most amazing memories and experiences I've ever had. One distinct memory that comes to mind is when we all went surfing for the first time. I woke up that morning to the sun shining through the large glass windows along the walls of the hotel room we were staying at the Andaz resort. I looked over to my little sister as we have been sharing a room for the trip. She had a big smile across her face as she was very excited for the events of the day. We slowly rolled out of bed and grabbed our bathing suits. After we changed, we joined the rest of the family and walked down to the beach together. I remember looking over at my dad to see a huge smile on his face, as it's always been his life dream to go surfing in Hawaii. Once we got to the beach, our surfboards were laid out for us in the white sand. The instructor directed each of us to the one suited for our height and weight. He gave us a quick rundown of how to get on the board. We jumped on them and practiced laying on our stomachs, going to our knees, and then standing up. Once we had that down, it was finally time to get in the water and try for ourselves. We waded in with our surfboards turned up to the sky. The water was warm on my legs as I continued to wade in further. As we got deep enough, it was time to begin. My little sister went first, and I watched as she waited for a small wave to start approaching. Once it came closer, she slid her stomach onto the board and started to kick to match the speed of the wave. Once it reached her, she slowly moved her knees. Then, once she found her balance, she stood up to her feet. She looked back at us with an expression of pure joy as we all jumped up and down, splashing the water around us, cheering her on. That day, and getting to see how much joy on her face and the rest of my family's was one of the best days of my life. I'll never forget how amazing it felt to have not a worry in the world, standing on the surfboard, the breeze blowing in my face and hair, feeling so accomplished to have ridden even the smallest of waves, all while in one of the most beautiful places in the world.